And 5, 4, 3, 2.
In the restaurant business, you get used to periodically having a customer who just cannot pay his or her bill. Only on 5 tonight, Brian ends with the story of one man in Palm Beach County who detectives say has done it dozens of times and is back at it again.
Honesty social experiment. We're going to see who's honest and who's not. Hey, sir. I think this just fell out of your pocket over there. I just picked it up.
100?
Is it yours?
Oh, hell yeah, that's mine.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, that's my 100.
Officials say it's one of the most dangerous streets in all of Los Angeles. And now,
I beg.
Why do you want to do that? We've been waiting here forever.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, go butts.
What difference does it make to you?
Yes, sir. Welcome to About That. Everyone's actions are not justified. Hey, I am your host, Evolution, and man, we got a good one today. What's big in the news this week? Well, it's been huge for JG's Lounge, and this week is no different. We got big things happening with JG's Lounge, and amongst those things, just this week, we have Consistently Inconsistent that aired its first episode, which was a pretty nice, successful first episode. So my hats off to Jukebox Ginger and yours truly, Evolution, for creating another new show that's starting off just like the rest of them in a great way. Next up, also with JG's Lounge, we had the release of yours truly, Evolution Presents The Journey, which also took off in a very nice way and is getting very nice response. That was my first documentary / short film. Came out really good. Check it out. Next with JG Lounge, there's announcements. There will also be a journey or the journey 2 coming up later on this year. So that's in the beginning stages and just became official. So look out for that. Also, Evolution Presents. Great week at JG's Lounge and heck, great week for yours truly, Evolution. And right now we are on my latest show, About That. Everyone's actions are not justified, and we're about to get into it right after our sponsors, JG's Lounge, TGBTG, Gold and Diamond Productions, and Vive, VYV. You shake it, you sniff it, and if you're sluggish that day, it kind of gives you a little pick-me-up. And what you do is type in Lucian 15 after you go to the website myvive.com and get that little discount and help support the show. Speaking of which, today's show. Oh man. We only got 30 minutes, so let's get into it. It's titled Vivid Visuals. I wanted you to not see what I am allowing you to see. Here we go. Some women in public, right? Not all of them, but some of them. You know where I'm going with this already. So let's just talk about a few of them that I had the unfortunate occurrence of events to just happen to notice as I was in the public. Let's start off with the pregnant lady. We'll just title her that, the pregnant lady. So she's poking out obviously, no problem there. But when she's wearing something that is obviously showing all that and more with a skirt or slit in the skirt that goes all the way up to the back of the back of the back, if you know what I mean. Um, Come on now. I mean, there's certain things that just can't be missed, right? You're pregnant, but there's some things that people should be missing, if you know what I'm saying. We don't want to be exposed to all of your exposure and your cottage cheese. We'll say it like that. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Not trying to see the cottage cheese or anything other than what's obviously present, uh, the belly, right? But for some reason, the pregnant lady, this particular pregnant lady, or several pregnant ladies, or some pregnant ladies, just feel the need to expose while they're exposing. Figure that one out. Uh, about that, everyone's actions are not justified. Woo! So, why? You know what I mean? Why would someone who's in this situation present themselves in this manner in the public? Uh, I don't know. Let's examine it just for a second before we get into the next one. Could it be for comfort? Maybe. I mean, women are expecting, they're uncomfortable, they feel in some type of way, a lot of different type of ways. Uh, and they just are seeking comfort. That I get. What I don't get is the slit all the way up the back, the back, right? Exposing too much exposure. Let's just say it like that. Oh man. Maybe the scenario is they can no longer fit other clothing, right? I mean, it can be getting expensive, right? When you grow so much in a certain area and expand in so much in a certain area to where you're just wearing what you got. Okay, I get that. If you're lounging around the house, right? But in the public, I mean, there's ways to cover up the things that shouldn't be uncovered. I mean, if you're in the privacy of your own home, that's you. I do what you do. I mean, the people that are around you, they used to seeing what they see, whatever. But is it cool? Is it right? Is it justified to be parading in public with everything, and I do mean everything, just flopping around? Uh, I don't know. But this is what's going on. Have times changed that much? Has self respect lost its respect for self? Wow. I don't know. I guess it can be looked at a lot of ways. Um, I guess it can be received a lot of ways. But all I can say is when I'm in the public and I'm just handling my business, minding my business, doing my business. Is that something that I really want to see? Some people out there might want to see that. A lot of people out there might want to see that. Just about everybody out there want to look at that, I guess. I don't know. But for somebody like me, I'm just disgusted. Oh man, it's not a good look. If it's all about respect, then why don't you put some respect on before you go out into the respectable public? How's that? Next case, the grandma. Vivid visuals is what we're talking about today. I wanted you to not see what I'm allowing you to see. All right, come on now. Grandma, we love you, but you ain't 23 anymore. You're not even 28 anymore. You're more like 82. And what happens when you get a little older, things are not tight like they used to be. Things are not smooth like they used to be, right? And I know you might be trying to hold on to your holding. You might be trying to hold on to your twice in a row, holding on to your youth. But come on now. Once you get to a certain stage, those lovely years are gone. And I mean, come on, man. It might look good to Papa, to Grandpa. You know what I'm saying? He might be holding on to that. But everybody ain't trying to hold on to that, Grandma. You can't come out while you're all out. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You know, do you, I guess. But consider everyone else just once. I mean, think about it. You're hanging out, you're drooping, you're flopping around, you're poking out. No, Grandma, no. And if you had tattoos that were nice looking back in the day, they're just a bunch of smears right now. If you got to stretch it out for people to see what it is, you already know what it is. Oh my God. So let's just kind of try to work our way around Grandma. She done been through some things. You know, she done been through a lot of things. She been there for everybody, right? Maybe it's just time for her to do something different, be there for herself, or just not care about anybody else. I mean, that's one way to look at it. Let's try to analyze some more. Oh man, maybe Granny just nasty, y'all. Maybe Granny just nasty. And just done with covering things up. I don't know. Maybe it's laundry day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I knew I was gonna have fun with this. I'm probably gonna get a lot of backlash for it, but come on, y'all. Think about it though. Why do people do this? You know, we try to make excuses for them. We try to give some type of reasons why. But I think the reasons that should be given in the first case and this case is reasons why you should not come out like that. You know what I'm saying? What kind of message is that really sending to other people about yourself? You know, I mean, it's ways to present yourself in a way that's respectable. But if you don't have respect for yourself, then I guess then that's okay. But why is it that when people come out like that, they know what they look like when they left the house? They have to. You always do a mirror check before you leave the house. They got to know what they look like. And then when they get out in public, all of a sudden, you want to cover up. All of a sudden, you want to feel like you're showing too much. Really? Is this really what we're doing? What the heck, man? Let me say it like it is. What the heck, man? I mean, it's all kind of people out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different type of people out there. And the sad thing is people out there who will appreciate that type of stuff. They look for that type of stuff. They are attracted to that type of stuff, and not in a good way. What do we call those type of peoples? Dogs and wolves. And they can look like anything. They can come out the woodwork at any time, and things can happen. I'll just leave it at that. But why try to cover up when you knew that's what you look like before you left the house? Is there a reason why all of a sudden now? Maybe it's the type of looks that you're getting from other people that you didn't think you were going to get? Checkmate. You know, you can think you look good, and that's cool. You got to have some type of thoughts about yourself that make you feel good, to make you feel happy, to make you feel attractive, right? But is that going a little too far? Is it? Is it? How about this? If you feel like once you get out in the public and then all of a sudden you have to cover up, it's probably a little too much. Probably way too much. It's probably beyond way too much. Oh my goodness. What's wrong with underclothes? You know what I mean? What's wrong with putting something over what you got on to keep the view wholesome? You know what I'm saying? Or just keep a decent view. It's the public. You know what I'm saying? And there's places for stuff like that, right? It really is. There's places for stuff like that. If that's really where you at and what you're trying to do, it's not in a place where people bring their kids. You know, it's all types of people out there, true. But there is a public standard. At least there used to be. Just saying. Just saying. Moving on. Now let's get into the third category. The young over revealer. Okay. All right. Where do we go with this one? There's two types of young over revealers. One is too young to reveal, and one is probably in good shape, but goes the extra mile to be over revealing. Ah, ah, ah. Self confidence, I get it. You know, maybe they were overweight and got in shape, or maybe they worked hard to be in shape and they're proud of it. Maybe they just came from the gym. I don't know. I don't know. But usually, this type of person wears things so tight that it's like not wearing anything at all, and all the little nooks and crevices are peeking or playing peekaboo, if you know what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. So either it's too loose to stay on, or wait, it's so tight, but they might as well not be wearing nothing at all, or oh, stop, it's just poking through. And dude, this is happening with the spouse and with the parent present. I don't understand, man. Is this really what we're doing? Is this where we're at? Oh, oh man. Okay, let's try to analyze this. Okay, let's try to analyze these different scenarios, and there's more out there. I'm just keeping it broad. Uh, Maybe they want or need companionship. It's one way to go about it. It's not a way that someone in their right or focused or common sense mind would suggest. Um, a morale booster. I don't know. Uh, if you're looking for somebody who's available and they're looking for somebody who's available and they're considered what is a good man or a good person, uh, 9 times out of 10, if they see what I'm talking about today, the vivid visual, 9 times out of the 10, they'll walk right by, regardless of how available they are. And those that will stop and talk to you are the dogs and the wolves that I kind of highlighted before. They'll walk right past you and keep on going and not even think twice. Maybe they'll remember the view, no matter how distasteful or disgusting it might be. But eventually that'll go away, and eventually they'll find someone who is worth stopping for. The look, the smell, the outfit, the whole 9 yards. What I'm trying to do is help everybody. You know what I'm saying? About that, everyone's actions are not justified. It's about pointing out things that we do, even though we really know that we probably shouldn't be doing those things. But for some weird reason, there's that moment that we actually do those things anyway. Does it make it right? Does it make it wrong? It all depends on the situation. But I just point the things out and talk about them, bring them to your attention, and hopefully it will help somebody in these situations that we're discussing. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe they trying to figure it out. But at the end of the day, what do you really want to be known as? What do you really want to be viewed as? Do you want to be viewed as the pregnant lady who's putting it all out there? Cottage cheese and all? Woo! Do you want to be remembered as the grandma who loosely revealed and exposed it all? Literally? Or do you want to be viewed and remembered as the young over revealer, which if you're showing it all now, there's nothing to show later, right? Wow. Think about that. If you present it all out there right now today and you don't even know them, and they see everything you got because it's out there, they didn't see everything. There's nothing to see later. It's all out there. So longevity is not going to be in the mindset of someone who sees you and meets you. In fact, after seeing everything you got, they just might not want to see you or be around you at all. Ooh, it might be nice to you. It might be the best that you've been ever. But your best just may not be the best that they think that they can get. They might think they can do better. Your best just might not be good enough for the ones you're seeking. And when you present it in that way, how tasteful is it really? Is it distasteful? Does it leave a bad taste in your mouth? Or does it stain your visual to where you just don't even want to be a part of it? About that. Everyone's actions are not justified. And in these three scenarios and examples that I gave today, maybe they're not justified. Maybe I did highlight something that was of relevance. Or maybe I just pointed something out that needed to be pointed out. Think about that. And while you ponder that, we'll look for the next episode to come up and about. Hey, this is Evolution, and do something good for yourself today. That also do something good for other people around you. That way we all can have a good day and enjoy life, and hopefully figure things out. Peace and love.
In the restaurant business, you get used to periodically having a customer who just cannot pay his or her bill. Only on 5 tonight, Brian in with the story of one man in Palm Beach County who detectives say has done it dozens of times and is back at it again.
Honesty social experiment. We're going to see who is honest and and who's not. Hey, sir. I think this just fell out of your pocket over there. I just picked